And welcome to the show. I am your host, the Ace of Knaves. You're watching AoK Championship Wrestling. We got 9 matches for you as we do twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays. We are here for it. We're going to kick it off tonight. Leon Oscuro of the Shadow Syndicate to take on RWP. Falls count anywhere. And by golly, let's fucking go. Yeah. Woo, team. I feel like we're loud here tonight, man. I feel like we're a little... Roll that back a little bit. See if that makes me feel better. Nah, seems a little low. A little too high, a little too low. How about somewhere in between? Is there one of those? Something like a talk to me. This is a slow loading screen too, man. Gonna get us a slow start. Let's do this shit. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The following is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring.
Joe Brony, Wayne Kerr gonna give us these introductions.
30 pounds. Leon
Leon Old Skid Rose, or whatever Wayne tried to pronounce there. His name is Leon Oscuro. A member of the Shadow Syndicate here across the MWA. The Falls Count Anywhere matchup here to kick things off. We got tag team action coming up next, as Alfie's Boys takes on Marvelously Prestigious, as Bud Marvelous and Prestige team up for the first time in, oh man, about a year or more. We'll see Amaya take on Morgan Quinton. We'll see more tag team action when the Blackwells go up against the Dago Zoo. Smoke Maximus to take on Explosivo, the Hero, and the New End Nightmare. Another inner battle, another teammate versus teammate. We will see Connor Riley take on Big Bad Adam Boone. And as RWP makes his entrance, let's talk about the main event. The Maestro, Thomas Page, challenges for the world title against KX in an Iron Man Hell in a Cell match. We are 1 week out from WrestleMania, and neither one of these two men want to be in the main event by the sounds of it. I want to be the champion, but are you? You may defend the title, you may win the title, but at what cost? Because at WrestleMania, it's Chris Chaos. Everybody rolling in. Corner's up in here. Meg's up in here. Hell yeah. It's a party. Let me throw on the music. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get into it. How's everybody's evening? How's everybody's day? How was everybody's weekend? And let's get excited. WrestleMania 1 week out, and RWP just got Samoa Joe'd. Boot to the head. Another boot to the head. More boots to the head. One to the ribs. And Oscuro just kind of nitpicking here, just picking them apart. Forearm in the corner, and RWP already in trouble. Ken Bouchard in the house. Welcome in, Brada. IKB re-signed with AoK this afternoon. Less than a minute, Meg. Less than a. You heard what I said. You heard? Jesus. Anyway. Torrance Benjamin in the works for 25. IKB signed the dotted line today. He will be re-entering the roster. And folks, we got a list up for the last gen. We have a list up for the last gen, but I can't upload anymore until we get some downloads. Unfortunately, let me get this camera around here. Kind of choppy about that. Yeah, I can't, it won't allow me to upload anymore until I hit whatever I need. I need 10 downloads in order to make that a difference, which is the dumbest damn thing I ever heard. Dumbest damn thing I ever heard. Appalachia. Potter finally getting some life back into him here. I mean, a couple chair shots on the outside, busting the man's head open. Like I said, man, with the split, dude, it really affected the last gen community creations. It's dead. There's nothing over here. I mean, it's there, but like, it's not. Potter gets the 2 count. Yeah, it looks like, you know, everybody going with the PS5 and the Xbox. You know, most of the bigger creators aren't even on there, so yeah. So they're built, and I'll continue to build them. Potter picking up the victory here in the opening bout for us.
Here is your winner.
But yeah, that's like I said, I'll have them built and ready to upload for an if. But yeah, no, it is what it is, man. We do what we can. We do what we can. How's this for tag team action, man? Second match of the night. Some tag team going on. From across the pond, Alfie's boys, Kenny Dale and Jack Reason, former world title or world champion right there. We got 3 former world champions in this matchup. Kenny Dale, I believe, the only one to not carry singles gold here in AoK. But Alfie's boys, Kenny Dale, Jack Reason, taking on the A-lister, Marvelous, Bud Marvelous, and the king of old school himself, Prestige. Let's get those introductions. Alfie's boys been on a tear here the last couple weeks as well. Don't let these guys sleep on you. Don't do that to yourself.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 450 pounds.
These guys could be looking for tag team championships coming up. It's a hyped up team right there. That's a hyped up team right there, boy. Jack Reason usually not so Usually a little more solemn when he comes out. Of course, Kenny Dale looking to re-sign as well. Here with AoK, he will be available just as soon as we hit whatever the hell it is we need.
From out of this world, weighing in at 253 pounds.
And these two egomaniacs not even willing to come out together as a tag team yet. Not enough room in the aisleway for their heads. The bloated egos. We'll talk about this matchup a little bit later here this evening as well. Connor Riley opting to go one-on-one with Big Bad Adam Boone. Apparently there is a friendly competition going on amongst the War Raiders. And Adam Boone, so far with a victory over James Coleman. Now Connor says, yeah, let me show you how it's done, boss. And we will see that matchup later on this evening. Connor Riley, Adam Boone, one-on-one. Extreme Rules matchup there. We are about to witness a tag team matchup between Marvelously Prestigious and Alfie's Boys. It's the first teaming of Prestige and Marvelous since they're falling out over a year ago. And most recently faced off in singles competition with a handshake. Kind of moving this in together. Extreme Rules matchup. Tornado tag. Let's get it on. Marvelous and Kenny Dale in the bottom half of the screen. Prestige and Jack Reason in the top left-hand corner. Prestige with a series of boots. Leaving Jack Reason a little dazed here. Marvelous with the Irish whip sends Dale into the corner. Follows that up with a huge clothesline in this matchup. Heating up as Marvelous leaves the ring. Really wish I knew the name of that move so I could take it out of everybody's arsenal. DDT on the apron by Kenny Dale. And we got a cover outside the ring. Marvelous with a kick out at 2, keeping his team alive in this one. And we got action on both sides of the ring and back inside as well. And Marvelously Prestigious. Not looking as cohesive as a team as we've seen them in the past. We got to cover Reason over Marvelous. As I said earlier, we will see all 4 of these men return to TK25. We got another table. Will it be useful to anybody? Falcon Arrow slam. And Marvelous. A little slow to his feet here after that. It goes right back after Kenny Dale. Rocking horns with Jack Reason. Gut check. Off the ropes. And Reason puts the boots square into the chin of Bud Marvelous. And Prestige taking this outside. Lifting knee into a neck breaker. And a huge slam outside the deep six. And a cover on the inside. And Prestige following Joe Brony into the ring on that one. Three tables and ain't a damn one of them gonna get used. Ain't that something? This has been a back and forth here. I mean, it has been more Alfie's Boys than it's been Marvelously Prestigious. But it has been back and forth. A good example of it right here. Marvelous Dreams. Can he lock it down? He's got it. And Jack Reason with a drop kick from behind. And where's Bud going? Back outside the ring and under the apron. Pinfall attempt. Gaming Dolus, what's up? Welcome in, welcome in. Keep that chat moving. Cover on Bud. Cover by Bud. Bye, Bud. Every time I light it, bye, Bud. One week out from WrestleMania, and we got a hell of a card tonight. Leading into that, we got bodies flying all over the place. Look at this. Kenny Dale off the cartwheel, drives the knee into the face. OTM won't be dropping his keys, apparently. Big backbreaker. Marvelous using the chair. I think he hurt himself in the process. I don't think he accounted for that chair sliding over. Oh no, yeah, it's kind of breezy out that way, huh? Gaming Dolus watching us on AM radio. WAOK. Tune in to the smooth sounds of WAOK every Sunday night at 8 and Wednesday night at 9. Right here on WAOK. We got an elimination. It is 2-on-1. And Jack Reason is left alone with Marvelously Prestigious. And Prestige just daring Jack Reason to get up. Hits him anyway. Reason back to his feet. Marvelous steps out of the ring like, hey, let him have it. Into the corner. Spear. Reason doing his best here. Sends Bud into the ropes, posing back for an uppercut. Matilda's kiss. Lands it. The cover, Jack Reason's shoulders are down. And Reason back up. He's in a rock and a hard place now, man. Neither one of these two. Prestige measuring him here. Look at this. Marvelous going up top. Catches it. Reason. Oh damn, that could have been epic. That could have been an epic finish, man. But no, 2K getting too sneaky for us. We're taking it back outside. It's false count anywhere, Jack. There's no place to hide. The beatings will continue. At least until morale improves. I'm glad you got your power back up. Glad you guys are safe. Like I said, I know that these storms coming through, fucking some shit up. Seen this movie. I think Will Smith was in it. But isn't Will Smith in every movie? Marvelous. Swinging neck breaker. Prestige heading back out the ring again. I changed his mind. What are these two doing? These guys looking to take out people before WrestleMania. This is going to be a rough night. And Prestige throwing the chair at Bud. Goes for that float over DDT that he's known for, but gets caught. Stunner. And Marvelous there with the chair. Goes for the cover. Prestige is laid out cold. And Jack Reason kicks out again. Marvelous. Going high risk. Reason getting to his feet. Double axe handle. If these two would work together. Marvelous Dreams went for it, but again, Prestige with the chair. Oh yeah, the bruising is, I hope they've adjusted it with that patch, but yeah, the bruising is there. No submission, and again, the chair shot to the back. Are they going to let it cover this time? Jack Reason still not giving up. Yeah, it was getting crazy there for a minute. Like, it didn't take much for these guys to bruise up real quick. Prestidigitation. And will that keep Jack Reason down? And a clean sweep. Prestige and Bud Marvelous picking up the victory. Bit of camaraderie after the matchup. Fatal 4-way coming up next for the hardcore title. Dean Graves, Tofik, Grizz Kuklinski, and the hardcore champion Chris Chaos. Chris Chaos gathering up every title he can get a hold of in this final stretch through the season. And he's looking for a Grand Slam championship of his own here. And I'll have to double check. He may already have it. I'll have to verify if he had the national championship or not. Nah, he hasn't held the tag team titles. That might not be true. He may have held the tag team titles in the past. Let's head to it. Fatal 4-way, Extreme Rules, hardcore title on the line. Chris Chaos, Dean Graves, Grizz Kuklinski, and the Samoan whatever. Is he the Samoan Bulldozer? No. What is he? The Samoan Nightmare. Because I'm high as a kite and I just might stop to check you out. Ow. Dean Graves. Actually, I'm not that high. Let's fix that. Hardcore Championship. The Challenger. Wherever he wants. The Rebel Dean Graves. See, if we had commentating on right now, Michael Cole would be saying something fucking stupid. Like, for real he made it to the top? Like, he for real climbed that thing? I mean, that's pretty sweet if he did. Like, that's not... Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get that weird thing going. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, there's faster ways down. Jesus. Oh, my Lord. Somebody help me. Call a doctor. Call an exorcist. Dean Graves in the ring, ready to get this one started as we await 3 more contenders.
And introducing the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at
The Isle of Samoa.
75 pounds, the Samoan Nightmare,
And we did start talks with Tofik today on whether or not he would be returning to 2K25 for the next run. He'll be returning in 2K25. Some contractual obligations that he needs to fulfill first. So more on that in the coming days. And there are very few of those between now and Season 6.
and introducing the challenger from Cleveland, Ohio,
You know them. Some of you love them, some of them hate them. One thing's for sure, he don't wrestle. He scuffles. Grizz Kuklinski. The flag bearer for CSW. Barefoot and Hillbilly. He is set, man. He's a dangerous person, man. Good dude, but he is dangerous. And let's do it, our hardcore champion. Again, this man has been carrying belts all season long.
and introducing the champion from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 160 pounds, the hardcore champion, the Terror, Chris.
Yeah, we could do that. I need to fix, because I'm trying to figure out, those, some of them are factions. I don't know how deep you got into messing with tag teams this year, but boy, oh boy. I seen that, man. I seen that. I like that. That's good work. That's good work. Yeah, it's strange, man. It's so you can build a tag team. All right, I'm gonna use the War Raiders for instance, and I don't even fully understand this. Okay, so before I go too much further, there's some things that I still haven't quite figured out how it works or what it even does. But you could put, say, Coleman, Boone, and Connor Riley in a three-man faction. When you select the next, when you go to create another tag team, there's an option for affiliate. Team affiliation. If you select team affiliation, it'll allow you to select the War Raiders and then pick two of the three or however many that you want. So you can have a three-man faction with two of them designated as a tag team with a third one just kind of roaming around. But you can also do it again and have another combination of them still be affiliated as. So there's none of this, well, this faction, the tag team in this faction won the titles, but since it wasn't the first two dudes that you put into the damn system, they're not considered the tag team champions. Like, that faction's not the champions. So it's kind of cool that way, but it's kind of, marvelously prestigious. You could put the three of them together and have a mixed tag team and a regular tag team. Right. So now you can actually split it up and make it, with enough females on a faction, you could do a women's tag with the men's tag. It's kind of, like I said, it gets in depth. It gets a little confusing. And again, I'm not sure of what all the little doodads amongst it does. And also, it's a little different when you're doing your entrances for tag teams this year. It's not with the, it's in with the tag teams is the best way I can explain it to you. Have to get in and mess with it, but yeah, and it's weird. You have to use one of the, you have to use like R1 or whatever it is on your tag team screen to get to that tag team's entrance. And Grizz going after the big Samoan here in the corner. The hardcore title is up for grabs. The hardcore champion just got dragged over the top rope. We got it covered by Dean Graves. We're going to have to get some Dean Graves information sent over to us as well so we can get him brought back up and running. And get him a little better for season 2 or season whatever, fuck, wherever we're going. You know where we're at, man. Season 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm too high for this shit. Come on, dude. You really gonna use that ladder? Come on, Chris. You're a... That's what I said at some point. Thank you. Graves sent over that top rope onto the ladder to just rest there for as long as he needs, really, because ain't nobody going to bother him. And I love that the trash can's flattened this year. On verified corner, 100% verified. Any tattoo that has been put onto a body does not move. I verified that for myself today. So yeah, don't fuck them up, because once they're there, dude. Good news is you can add different ones if you want to. You can still add them. Yeah, it's been strange, man. Yeah, I don't know if Mega's still here or not, but if her brother's not going to build, or is going to still build, or recreate Celtic Wolf, if he likes, everything that I did put up is all re-uploadable for the reason of they're built off the exact dynamics and specs off of 24. So the bodies are exactly the same. Even if you want to change out what they look like as far as their gear or face paint or hair, everything else is there. You know what I mean? So feel free. And feel free to use a recreation of your own creation. Hey, don't let, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Somebody just upload something. Somebody download one of my creations, please. Just kidding. I don't care if you do or don't. I got my roster. You know what I mean? I'm just sharing my roster out the best we can. And Grizz Kuklinski. Damn. Never saw that coming off that power driver. He laid Chris Chaos out with that power driver. But Tofik in tough with that steel chair. Graves. Taking Kuklinski to task, now turns his attention to Tofik. Look at this. Double team action. Right on that trash can. See, in 25, that thing would have went flat. Would have been awesome. And Grizz not allowing for that, wow, chaos. Did not give two damns about anybody's well-being when he swung that kendo stick. He aimed for center mass on, look at this, Tofik with the pop-up power driver, Grizz, or pop-up power bomb, Grizz, bear hug spine buster, and he may get a cover off of this. Damn, only two. Only two. And Graves holding on for a third German suplex. Tofik, Samoan spike. And Dean Graves cleaning house with the sledge. There's the cover, the hardcore champion in for the save. Looking to retain his championship. Goes over, straight over for the cover on Grizz. And these guys are putting it all out there tonight. Grizz with a slap to the face to the hardcore champ, and a Pele kick from Dean Graves. Drops Kuklinski. Tofik still lost in the corner here. Short arm clothesline. The whip over the top rope and to the outside. And Dean Graves taking control of the matchup. Over the top blockbuster, damn. Chaos. Inches away from a retention there. Into the corner again, Graves. Moves his way in, but Chaos lifts the knee. Now be careful with that showboating, Chaos. Showboating leads to ass whoopings. Graves to the top rope. Hillbilly stomp. And that should have been the end of it, but Dean Graves there to break that one up. And keep in mind, Chris Chaos to be in the main event of WrestleMania. Winning the, losing the world title to KX, and then stumbling into the hardcore title the following night, and successfully defending it the night after. And here again tonight, trying to defend it in a fatal four-way. Dean Graves setting the champ up on the top rope. This could get real bad for Chaos. Hurricane Rana and Tofik. Dean Graves 1 second too late. Tofik, your new hardcore champion.
Here is your winner, hardcore champion, the Samoan Nightmare.
Holy shit. Holy shit. He just had to get away from them. He had to get away from them losers, the War Raiders. They were holding him back. Holding him back. Morgan Quinn to take on Amaya. No lie, this was actually scheduled as a different matchup. Amaya had a different opponent. And then I had to close out this portion of the game, and when I came back, it decided to put Morgan Quinn into place of the other opponent, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm not changing it. We're close enough that I think the AI of the game is going to be has been fairly accurate with what we are doing on paper, literally. I do question the AI still, don't get me wrong. I don't fully trust the AI, but sometimes it has given us some great matches over the last couple of weeks. I will say that. There's been more AI-inspired matchups on our shows over the past, well, since the road to WrestleMania, to be honest with you. The game seemed to square the fuck up finally. Realize what the hell was going on this whole time. 330 times. I like those nice even numbers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, OTM. Morgan Quinn to take on the Anomaly. The 330, bitches. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Represent the Midwest, 330. Out here representing cornfields. Cereal boxes. Yeah, ours is 814. We're, matter of fact, that's actually the name of the company. One of the wrestling companies here. Now, real quick, Ken, is that real June 13th, or is that just you just tossing that out for that purpose that you sent me? Excuse me, damn it. Was that just for that purpose? I feel like that was just for that purpose. You still here? Whoop whoop. Banananas. This whole fucking place is bananas. Yeah, we got strangely named wrestling organizations around here. Imagine Wrestling, 814. Is it Phoenix or is it Phoenix Pro or just Phoenix? And is Phoenix still a thing, or is that now 814? And of course, they're all closely related to Big Time Wrestling, which to me sounds as indie as it gets. You know what I mean? Like, if that don't scream indie wrestling organization, I don't know what does. Yeah, the House of Misfit Entertainment. Them boys like to put on a show, though, man. Them boys like to put on a show. You dig hard enough, man, you can find some things on your boys. You can find some things on your boys. I mean, no Diddy, but like you can find some. Yeah, I mean, there's footage out there of OTM and myself back in the day. Bud Marvelous. The whole lot, baby. Oh. I forgot, man. And it's no wonder why. We hung out. We ran this. It was terrible. It was one of the craziest things. We have re-signed. He's coming, baby. He's coming back. Larry the Hippie is back in 2K25. Larry the Hippie is back. We celebrated, and that's why I forgot. I was gonna tell you all, but then I got high. I was gonna spill the beans and all, and then I got high. Now I can't remember what I was talking about anyway. It's because I got high. It's because I got high. It's because I got high. You gotta throw that chicken in there. Okay. So yeah, Larry the Hippie coming back. Torrance Benjamin in the works. IKB back in action with us. Amaya taking it all the way to the top. 360 moonsaults. Double 360. 690. Oh. She going back up. She going to do it again. Nah. Shooting star press. And it is Amaya coming out victorious.
Here is your winner, the Anomaly, Amaya.
You heard it. The crowd don't like it. But as the old saying goes, too damn bad. Amaya with the victory. Moving this one right along. I gotta check something real quick because I'm a dumbass. Okay, thought so. More tag team action coming up as the Blackwells. She do, it's Amaya. Alice Angel does have a tag team partner, and as far as I know, it is still Amaya. And if you would like to get real crazy with it, oh, I don't know if that's a thing anywhere else. Never mind. Whoops, I forgot to press a button. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Gabriel Lovecraft is out and about anywhere else. Chris Chaos is, but you can rebuild Chris Chaos. Like that's already been ZA said he may not even buy the game this year. He's considering holding off till next year. So if you would like Chris Chaos, uh, that is not a difficult build. And literally it is all Finn Balor and the Fiend. But yeah, that's to answer your question though, back to the original question, Alice Angel does have, oh, does she have a mixed tag partner? No, but she has a tag team partner in Amaya. See, and that's the thing. I figure a lot of, I know a corner said that J. Anthony West wasn't dropping the cash for it either. So both of these men have been brought over to 2K25. Dago Zoo carrying on in the same manners. Jay Anthony only looks a little bit out of place because there's no face scan, but I don't normally use face scans anymore anyway. They were fun when I first figured them out, and then they just became more of a pain in the ass than they were anything else for me. Damn, and El Demonio launching Nick Blackwell over the top rope, but I think all that did was piss him off. And we got ourselves a tables match. And I believe this is a regular old tag team tables match. I don't believe this is any kind of elimination, but also I'm just a commentator. The hell do I know? Double axe handle from the top rope. And half the time I don't even know how to commentate. Yeah, and there ain't no shame in that either, gaming. Hang on till next year, especially after everything they've done with this one. So, yeah. And we got your back anyway. You know what I mean? MWA's got your back for it. Your boy's in safe hands. Though I do believe a diaper match in the near future would be a fun idea. A weasel suit. I haven't gone in to make any kind of, to be honest with you, I mean, I haven't gone in to make any kind of custom matches. But also, there's a ton of options. There is a ton of options already. No, I'm right along there with you, dude. I'm 100% along with you. You know I ain't getting one. And unless one falls in my lap the way Corner got his, yeah, I'm not purchasing one. Yep, sometimes, man. Like I said, I thought I was making a good decision when I went with the PC this year. And I don't get me wrong, I still stand by that. I did make a good decision in getting going with the PC. It was 2K who made the poor decision in not going with the PC. And again, there's still hope. I still hold out a little bit of hope that they will come to their senses before too much longer and figure out ways to, if they can figure out enough ways to at least Stein. Oh, Josh Blackwell. Just missing. Just missing off that stunner. Damn. And he slaughtered Demonio with that table. Anthony checking on El Demonio. You all good there? Jay Anthony hiding behind that table, like if he didn't move, they wouldn't know. Yeah, they don't know I'm standing here. I'm just gonna stand. If I don't move, they don't know I'm here. They're like raptors. Clever girl. Demonio. The vicious DDT, but Josh Blackwell just as vicious with that Superman punch. And Demonio may have just caused an issue here. Blocked. Clothesline. Nick Blackwell moving in on El Demonio. 1D. 1D? Is that flapjack? It's a 3D but with just one person? Or is it a 2D because it's still two people? 3D is three people. Anyway. Blackwells, that's neither here nor there. The Blackwells picking up a victory, as the Blackwells tend to do. And oddly enough, these two have not signed for 25 as of yet. Dun, dun, dun. Smoke Maximus to take on Explosivo. One-on-one coming up next. Extreme Rules. Seeing the hardcore title change hands tonight, going to Tofik. We will see the world title up for grabs later on tonight. Thomas Page versus KX in an Iron Man Hell in a Cell match. Insanity, we said. Insanity. Absolute. Alright, cool. You like to get a... Oh, I wonder which... Oh, here's what's fun for us now, Corner. We get to sit in anticipation like, oh, which one they going with? Which one? Who's going to get them? Who's got to do all the work for the second guy? Smoke. All those images, though, boy. Man. That's a lot. Or is it just to sit? Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Smoke Maximus. One half of the Playmakers, alongside the great Ramadan Steve. Explosivo. Also, is there a new, does he have a different entrance than this? In 25, does Explosivo have a different entrance? I feel like... I downloaded. I feel like I downloaded him from Pootie right around the end his NWO era. And I don't know if this was Explosivo's original one or if he changed it for those. But he is also back in 2K25, also back on AoK. Alongside his stablemate, the Coyote Kid. Boot to the butt. I mean, I would hope so. It just doesn't quite fit. Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels a little odd for the character, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But also, I found that entrance works a lot better for a different character that I can't wait to lay out. Man, we're so close, dude, and there's so many cool things gonna happen. Because here's the thing, I haven't really messed with universe mode yet. Like, I've let the AI handle universe mode on its own while I'm playing through it. But I haven't really gone in and been like, oh, I better do something here. Which I probably should. I should probably just copy the next 2 or 3 shows for myself. And see what happens. Because I don't know how we're going to play out the promos yet. I mean, I have an idea for at least one. I'm going to try to leave the subtitles on for this season, especially for the promos, because without the subtitles on, there's zero idea. So without the subtitles on and without the commentary, you would have zero idea what the hell that promo is about. Like, I know we handle that on this side to a point, but this is, yeah, it looks like they're going to count as a match. As a match slot. So, I guess. Again, I haven't dug into that, but I'm guessing it's going to count as, if I normally have set 9 matches, it'll be 8 matches in a promo, if I throw a promo. So, if I want 9 matches, I'll have to go, I believe we'll have to go 1 more. Or leave it as 9 and count it yourself as a match too, you know what I mean? Like, they are shorter segments, it is only a promo, but there are options for it to be a match. There's some good stuff. I mean, there's not a lot of stuff in there, but there's some good stuff in there. There's not a lot of it, but there's some good stuff in it. Like, I think we can. It's going to be hard not to be. I don't want to say crossing storylines, but we're all going to be running the same storylines a lot because the good ones are the good ones. You know, anybody that has promos, we're going to be seeing a lot of the same types of promos, is what I'm really saying. Smoke with that right hand. Nice catch by Explosivo. We got to cover. Oh, there's a fix. What the hell? There it is. So I'm jotting down notes here for future reference and for things going on here. Moving right along. Explosivo Damn half Nelson DDT spins him right around. Smoke staring at the lights, gets a 2 count. Only 2. These guys from the Shadow Syndicate have been an absolute menace across the MWA. And again, titles come and go through factions, man, but these guys were snagging them up here for a while. Left and right, and again with this damn ladder. Swing and a miss with the bat. Do something. Smoke with the snake eyes. Yes, please pick that noisy ass bat up. That's the noisiest piece of wood I've ever heard, man. Damn. Square on the bottom of that table. He lined that up dead square, and I can't believe Explosivo could even move to kick out of that. Hammerlock suplex. And Smoke Maximus has taken the driver's seat in this match. Half Nelson suplex. Uh-oh, he just speared himself. Good God. Explosivo reaching into that supernatural power. And it's a 3 count. You can tell because the referee's there. We can't see, so some good stuff going on here, man. I told you that they built this building, man, and the physics is off. Yep. Something about they used the wrong math, and now the physics in the room is wrong. Yep. Just by a little bit. Just by a Newton or so. And Zaguri may have just put Smoke's lights out. And he is going high risk, top, turnbuckle, makes the leap, 360 Phoenix. And that is all she wrote. Explosivo, y'all winner. Damn. Got that Annabelle power going. The Annabelle energy. Another victory for the Shadow Syndicate. Speaking of which, the Hero going up against the leader of the Shadow Syndicate. Sounds like a comic book all in and of itself. All in. Never mind, man. Fuck's sake, Johnny, shut up for a minute. This is what happens when you put whiskey in your oatmeal. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Here we go. Let's get this going. The Hero. The Bastion in blue. The symbol of justice across the city. Meanwhile, downtown, our hero enters the arena. Steel cut. The Hero in action here tonight, former national champion, losing that title to James Coleman. No shame in that, as James Coleman was on a mission to end this season as the Grand Slam champion, as he does every season. Can he get them all before the end of the season? And will and will AoK executives drop a title on him mid-season just for fucking funsies? Of course. Yeah, right now we do not have a mid-card championship leading into the 225 yet. I can honestly say I've been slacking on that. We have the hardcore title and the world title, and the women's title and the tag team titles. We have the mixed tag team titles. My problem is they don't give us enough space on the roster for all those titles. Like, at least not for, like, divisions, which also cool. Not everybody's in a division, but also those titles get less likely to be randomly tossed up for us as well. New Ed Nightmare, we may be looking at him coming back. That's going to depend on a few things. He and Leon Oscuro are in limbo at the moment. Wasted a good hour and a half today trying to recreate a trick shot and decided it's just better not to. Just the early frustration. I probably, you know what I mean? I spent a good portion of my morning Shadow. I think I have. Yeah, if I can get him, if I can get New End Nightmare built, I have an idea. Oh, I have a workaround for Leon. My biggest thing with him is that chest tattoo. As far as images go. You know what I mean? As far as images go. I spend a lot of time digging down through images on Google to try to match up tattoos as closely as possible. Almost too much time. Yeah, when it comes down to, like I said, some of these guys was just paint by number. You know what I mean? Like I said, I have a, yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I was like, I would almost have to do a workaround. I was just going to throw a different type of, a different top to, give them a top to wrestle in. Ha ha! Get it close and then hide it with a top. Similar to like the Coyote Kid's entrance gear. So you can see it, but it's not really what you're seeing. Going solid here, the Hero. With a released German suplex overhead at that. The New End Nightmare being led across the ring. Staying pretty much in control of this matchup. Oh, little kidney check there with the sneaker stomp. course, the Guardians. Yeah, I got no. We may be heading in with a vacated mixed gender world championship. But to be fair, WrestleMania puts all the titles on the line, so that also may handle that situation on its own as well. But yeah, we're gonna miss those guys this year. Damn. He shattered that right across the eyebrows of the Hero. And this crowd not behind the New End Nightmare. Kick to the chest right out here in front of us. And the cover, no. Thought we were looking for a cover. He's going for an armbar. And he has got this shoulder locked in. The Hero. Backing up and around, comes back to his feet. The Hero catches him here on the concrete. Where's this man going? Around the side of the ring. Damn. Yeah, I wish you could pull the images from the consoles back the opposite way. Like, oh yeah, let me just upload that. Also, as ZA21's fond of saying, you know, it's also a 2K account. Why do they not just carry over? And they're the same account. Crossroads. Here at ringside. The Hero. Taking his time here. That could be a mistake. That could be a big mistake. The New End Nightmare. Former world champion. This man is national champion. One of our first national champions. Pump handle STO. The Hero. Shoulders are down. And the New End Nightmare kicking out at 2. Kicking out, but to what avail here as he is struggling to get back to his feet. And again, the Hero follows him out to the apron. Big back suplex. And we got a table. We're not going to use it, but we got one. Man, so many special guest referee options this year. Like every match. Pretty much. Mostly. Near pinfall? No, only one. Shadow Syndicate looking to make back-to-back victories here tonight. As the Nightmare goes for the cover over the Hero and only 2. Should be heroic. TBH. You're insane. You talk about that pump handle? The TBH is at the pump handle of STO. Sets him up. Schoolboy and a super kick straight to the goatee. And the hero vanquishes the villain.
Here is your winner.
There's a lot, so there's way more. That was way more Stan Lee sounding than I meant for. And the hero, Excelsior. It's been a while since I tried a Stan Lee attempt. Welcome, true believers. And this friendly competition between these, between the War Raiders carrying out here in public for us. Adam Boone and Connor Riley going to go nose to nose here, nose to maybe navel. Oh, there's an idea. Also, Corner, you may want to look into, I don't know if you've messed with any sliders yet. I didn't mess with too many. One that I definitely did mess with, though, was the springboard. The diving in the springboards. Much like this one, it seems to be kind of excessive. I was able to turn the trading punches back on. That they seem to mellow that out, so the trading punches is okay again to leave alone, but like that diving and this springboard, there's dudes hitting springboards that shouldn't be hitting springboards. Like there's guys that can't even spell springboards. I didn't turn it completely off, I just turned it like way down, and we'll see where that gets us. I have it set to like 1. The Torpedo. Ready to take on his tag team partners. Stablemate. Road Dogg. These guys, I mean, they train together, they travel together. The War Raiders as a whole are a close-knit group.
And his opponent from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 350 pounds, Big Bad Boom!
Big Bad. One-on-one against his tag team partner. This is going to be this is going to be another one of those matchups. Win, lose, or draw, it should still be a good matchup. Big Bad going to giant status. Ken Bouchard, giant status. Logan Hawk, giant status. The Secret Weapon, Eddie the Lunatic, giant status. Just enough giants in the game are on the roster to make it interesting without being a complete overkill of just big dudes. You know what I mean? We got a nice... I don't know if we have... we don't have too many cruiserweights. That is something that... that is one thing that AoK has always lacked. Is a good run of cruiserweights. A ton of light heavyweights, a ton of heavyweights, a handful of super heavyweights. We got a good mix, though, of light heavyweights. Like, as far as that goes, we have the spectrum covered of fighting techniques and styles. And look at this. Boone ought to known that was coming. He's the one that showed him how to do it. Which is the greatest thing about this matchup. Is these guys train together. The reason they train together is because Big Bad, on a bet, during a training course, during a training session, between seasons 4 and 5, Adam Boone bet Connor Riley that he couldn't teach Big Bad how to fly. And Connor took him up on it, and by golly, the agreement was, teach me, I'll teach you. Teach me how to do big, strong guy stuff. I'm just a little dude. Teach me to do big, strong guy stuff. And I'll teach you how to do little jumpy guy stuff. 360 all the way around. That might be enough to keep the big man down. Only 2. I think you spelled only wrong. Connor is the only cruiserweight. Damn, trash can. Oh, he rocked the big man with that recoil. Connor with a 2. And again with the trash can. Big backdrop down to the ring apron. This is getting out of hand. And as I was saying, this friendly competition between the two has carried over. Come to think of it, him and Trickshot this year, anyway. But yeah, not enough to sustain a cruiserweight division of any kind. We haven't had a cruiserweight division since like 2, 3. Yeah, it was kind of sparse there for a minute. Damn, Connor using Big Bad's momentum against him to slam himself against that. Hit that backstabber, but also hit his own back on that steel chair. Is Demonia one? Yeah, it's still not enough for a division, but yeah. We still lack. That's 5 out of 60. I think that's 5 out of 65 wrestlers. Come on, guys. The good news is, it doesn't seem to matter. They always say that, match this wrestler against this, this type versus this type. It doesn't really seem to matter. Though I do love that the Giants have an extra health bar. And as far as I can tell, they won't fall down. They won't even hit the mat until you break that first health bar. But again, I could be mistaken on them not going down, but by the looks of it, from what I noticed anyway, it's what it seems. Second time on the recoil. And Riley picks up one over Boone.
Here is your winner,
Look at this. Riley with a win over Boone. Boone with a win over Coleman. I'm not sure if they're keeping score or whatever it is they're doing over there, but okay. Let's do it. Main event, Thomas Page, KX, Iron Man, Hell in a Cell. You guys are going to have to help me keep track of pinfalls, submissions, knockouts, and anything else. Because we do not have the heads up. We do not have the heads up. I mean, I could turn it on, but that ruins the immersion, man. Trying to create a fantasy world in which we can just step into and it feels like we never even left. Alright? Let's head to ringside. Well, I get this guy out of here. Fucking weirdo. Tell you about letting fans near the... Tell you about letting the fans near the microphones, man. Keep them back. Iron Man, Hell in a Cell. We're trying to kill people out here. We're trying to depixelate the pixelated. Thomas Page coming up just short of a world title win. Being one of the final three in an 8-man tussle match, coming down to the world champion Thomas Page and KX. With the removal of Chris Chaos, this man was down to the final two. This man was so close to becoming the world champion that he would get his opportunity before WrestleMania to walk into the grandest stage of them all as the heavyweight champion of the world. Chris Chaos already guaranteed his spot at WrestleMania. The main event is Chris Chaos. Thomas Page is looking to be the champion that he challenges. KX, on the other hand, thinking the same thing. This man looking to make it to WrestleMania as the world champion. He has come very close over this season of capturing the world title. Won numerous chances into numerous multi-man matches. He was qualified for Money in the Bank. He qualified for Elimination Chamber. Both times coming up just short. Nice. I want to check out that secondary. Mainly because I don't know I didn't even look to see what her old gear looked like on there. And then to have the change of color, I want to check that out. I wants to see it. Yeah, as it turns out, same wrestling gear, not wrestling gear, same wrestler's gear. I was like, oh, well, that's why I thought it was the same thing. I was like, oh, there's the spade on the hip. Nah. Spade on the hip. It sounds like a Ramones album. World champion KX throwing his title on the line. We're going to have to keep track here tonight.
Introducing the challenger from Norfolk, Virginia.
Have no idea how much time is on this thing.
60 pounds, Thomas Page.
Do we put the heads up on this one?
From Kansas City, Kansas, weighing in at 228 pounds.
I mean, it'll give away the first fall maybe, but as this match goes on. Also, I wonder how. Also, it'll give us a timer. So, after the introductions, we're going to run this one with a rarity. We're going to throw the heads up on this one. Because I'm high and I'm not going to be able to keep track and I'm not going to know what's going on. I have no idea how long the match is supposed to be for. I have no idea how long it's going to go. So, yeah. Yeah. Let me focus in on this one. We lower that chamber. Thomas Page, ready to go. KX. Oh, we do have the timer up. Then we just have to pay attention. I didn't think we were going to get a timer. Never mind. Half hour to go, kids. Half hour. Hell in a Cell, baby. Let's do it. These guys are gonna. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Sent into the ropes over the top. Into the outside. I hope it's not going to be a half hour of this. Running around the outside, nobody really getting hurt. Someone go through the cage. Somebody's definitely going to end up going through the cage here tonight. I can't imagine for a half hour these two fighting, somebody doesn't end up on top. Stranger things have happened not only in AoK but also in 2K. It is 2K. Let's throw that as our base. Thomas Page for the ride back and forth against the ropes. Walks into a barrage. Coming from KX. The Maestro. Nice reversal with the arm drag. Twists that arm around. Helps his opponent back to his feet. Sends him for the ride. Into the ropes he goes. Hip toss takedown. Rides him through. A heavy landing as well. And KX. Again with those feet. Straight to the midsection. Throwaway slam. Toss away. And a throat punch by Thomas Page. No couth, I'll clamor, baby. Ass cheeks to the shoulder. The most devastating move in AoK Championship Wrestling. It's been banned in 53 counties, 2 cities, and 1 borough. And I'm pretty sure the lady next door don't like it either. And a big right hand. The Maestro turning things up here. Rolling leg drop. This is an interesting maneuver. And I have to admit, there's something about Thomas Page on my recreate that I got to try to figure out. His face looks so much older. I'm like, that doesn't look like Thomas. It looks like Thomas Page in like 20 years. Maybe 30, man. I don't know how good his genes are. You know what I mean? Maybe 30. But yeah, I was like, huh. But then again, it may just be, like I said, everything is matchy-matchy. But I've also noticed there are subtle changes. Oh, here's a subtle change. Here's something that I found out today. If Ken Bouchard's still in the chat, the sweat jacket that he wears to the ring in 24 isn't usable with the shirt that we're using in 25. Yeah, buddy. I'm like, seriously? They're not usable together? And so I'm not, yeah. So for right now, he don't need entrance gear. I mean, he'll be fine. Take your sunglasses off before you get in the ring. Also, a heads up there, any excessive entrance gear is will be coming off for matches. Hats, glasses. You can keep your earrings. Thomas Page can keep his vest. I don't see where that's a hindrance. I feel like that's part of the, you know what I mean? J. Anthony West, his suit coat will come off. Any suit coats, things like that. You leave your vest, lose the jacket. Try to round this out, give it a little more something something. And Corner, if you don't mind me jumping on the bandwagon a bit, that whole camera thing. I've used it in the past, and I would say the biggest problem I have with it, personally, is remembering to switch it back and forth. Well, that's one of the biggest problems, is remembering to switch back and forth. Right here. Let me see if I get this straight. I'm pretty sure. We got it covered. I don't want to mess up the main event in any way. But we can run something like that. I mean, I definitely need to adjust that down. And I was thinking running something along this lines for this year. During, for between the matches. Actually, this ain't too bad either, but I don't particularly care for it. It's not terrible, but between matches, this would be just fine. And we got a pinfall by Thomas Page. I do prefer the full screen that way for everybody. But between matches, something like that still shows some things. Or you can change that out in case you got secrets. That at least lets us hide entrances and things like that. You just need to find something to kind of... Or you just go crazy with it. Whoops, that's not the one I wanted. You just go crazy with it and just go like, we're all here together, holy shit. Something like that. You can always do something like that in between too. And we got to cover. And Thomas Page with the advantage so far. Going for a second one. Thomas Page looking to pad these numbers. Into the corner. And KX knows that he needs to pull this together. Also knows he's got 20 minutes to do it in. But he is down by 2 pinfalls. And this double underhook may change everything. Good night. Thomas Page has been busted open. Page with a 1-point advantage. The whip into and over the top rope. They're outside the ring with 22 minutes remaining. 2-1 advantage, Thomas Page. KX using his environment to his advantage. One of these men will walk out of here as the World Heavyweight Champion. And will have a single week. Actually, is it a week? We got... Nah, kids, wait. Yeah, is WrestleMania next Wednesday? Are we that close? We'll have Sunday nights. Wait, this is Sunday, right? No, wait, WrestleMania. WrestleMania is next Sunday. This Sunday. What the hell day of the week is this? Sunday now, right? Yeah, we got Wednesday. We got Sunday night as WrestleMania, kids. We are 1 week out from WrestleMania. And a punt. A little bit of a love tap. And Thomas Page keeps it. Thomas Page keeps it from being a tied score here with just about 20 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the matchup. So next Wednesday, we're kicking off the new go-round. Ooh, doggy. It's going to be weird. New faces, old faces, returning faces, faces turning, turning faces, faces turning. Need of the faces. Thomas Page gets himself the 3 points. It is a 3-1 advantage. Or it's a 2-up advantage. 3-1. Thomas Page in control of the matchup, and it is looking like this man may become our next World Heavyweight Champion. But we still have well over, or just under 20 minutes remain. And he is looking for another. Wow. Dead center of the ring. And KX digging so deep. Back to his feet again. Thomas Page measures and levels the World Heavyweight Champion staring up at the top of this arena. Probably with a Morgan Freeman voice, and you're probably wondering how I got here. Look at this. Scoops him into this. Rolls over for the cover. Joe slides in for the count. It is 3-2. Thomas Page still has a 1-point lead. Knee to the groin. Oh, I'm not sure where that one went. Oh, Thomas. Oh, he got it right. Okay. Thomas said he got him right. I said you get him in. Where'd you hit him right there? He's not. No, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. KX measures it up. No, Thomas Page puts the brakes on. Saw it coming. The world champion has the challenger locked in this corner. Look at this, sets him high up on the top rope, locks the front of the feet into a DDT. Looking to tie it up here. We have a tied ball game. It is right down the middle at this point. Just over 15 minutes left in the match. And Thomas Page slammed solid into that steel cage. Getting caught up here again. The Maestro worked his way up through the ranks. Another one of those stories that took him all season to find his groove. Diving elbow from the top. Looking to put up an advantage of 1. It is now 4-3. And Page, butterfly gourd buster. Drags himself for the cover. Puts a number in front of it. He is up by 2. The whip over the top rope and to the outside, and KX unsure if he wants to follow on this one. He might be taking the time to recuperate. He's also given time for Page to get his feet back under him, and walked right into it. Thomas Page waiting for KX as soon as he left the ring. Back and forth at ringside again. Now we're going to take it back inside. I am surprised that we did not end up outside the confines of this cage. And we have 15 minutes left in this matchup. Thomas Page with the 5-3 advantage. Boot to the face and a forearm to follow it up. We might be looking at 5-4. We sure am. And the chat split down the middle as well. Is Gaming rooting for his creations partner. Of course, Corner Studies bringing us Thomas Page. And we're tied up again. And Thomas Page taking an absolute beating here. Another solid kick to the face. And for the first time, KX with the advantage. Off the ropes into the bear hug. No, Page turned that around and just belly to belly that man. Straight to the mat. You can feel the excitement here tonight. As I used to say back in the day, you can cut the excitement like a knife. You can feel it. World title up for grabs. 30-minute Iron Man matchup. The Maestro Thomas Page, who had a bizarre debut season. Kidnapped, abducted away, held against his will, impersonated. Comeback story of the season. If this man can lead his way all the way to WrestleMania as the world champion, that option is for him here tonight. But unfortunately, he is up against mounting odds as time is ticking out, and KX has a 1-point advantage. And a substantial advantage physically in the ring at the moment. 12 minutes remain. Page throws a couple of back elbows, gets a little bit of separation. Flipping neck breaker. We got another pinfall attempt. We got it. No, he kicked out. I thought we tied it. I thought it was tied up again. But KX somehow, some way digging out of that. Throws a reversal. We're heading outside the ring. And KX is playing it smart. He's playing it smart. He has the advantage. Time is ticking. Why fight? Stay away from him. Create distance. Get outside the ring. Don't follow him out. Let him recuperate out there. Let him take all the time he wants to recuperate. KX is the champion. He doesn't have to beat Thomas Page. Thomas Page has to beat KX. KX is already the champ. He's got nothing more to do. All he has to do is survive the time at this point. Thomas Page, on the other hand, should be out there chasing after KX and not chasing after the adulation of these morons in the crowd. Oh, sorry, a little prestige slipped out of me right there. Did you hear that? Ooh, that was, whoops. Whoops. That's on me. That's my bad. That was the wrong guy. That was the wrong guy at the mic. Better settle that down. Better take my breathing medication. Get my inhaler, if you will. Double foot stomp. KX with a 1-up count. Just under 10 minutes. And he is looking to go for 2. KX with the cover. KX putting some bounce between him and Thomas Page. 2-point advantage. And Page landing on his feet and going right back into the ring. He is fired up. And taking it to KX. Thomas Page, one more time with that rolling hip. Is it a leg drop? Is it a hip drop? KX pulling himself into the turnbuckle. Nah, Thomas Page. I thought that man was going to stink face him. I thought he was going to give him a little booty push. Give him a little brown nose, you know what I'm saying? Scoops him up, slams him down. Thomas Page, the maestro, going to the top rope. Look at this, staggering to his feet. Double axe handle, no. Yes, another cover. 1-point advantage for KX. Thomas Page looking to tie it up. This is getting intense. Down to the last 8 minutes. Thomas Page. I'm not even sure what that was. That was like a half Nelson DDT. I don't know what that was. It was smooth. It went super smooth for him. Page. The avalanche in the corner for the second time. Side suplex. And Page looking to tie it up. We have a tied game again. There have been 14 pinfalls in this matchup. These two were picked. Thomas Page coming out of that 8-man tussle as one of the final two. These two men facing off here tonight for the world title that KX won that night. Jawbreaker, KX trying to stay in this. It is a tied game. Thomas Page needs another victory. He needs another pinfall. He needs another submission. Tying it up isn't enough. If the time runs out now as we stand, Thomas Page still does not get that title. It does not leave KX without a distinct advantage. And these two looking to facial reconstruct right here at ringside. God, the back and forth. Page needs to get this back in the ring. He needs to get another pinfall. He needs to get another point on here, or KX is still going to be the world champion. And again, KX playing it so smart, not allowing the match to go back in the ring. You can't be pinned outside of it, so why bother being in there? And time just ticking off with about 5.5 minutes left in this matchup. And neither of these two men going down. KX finally getting back in the ring. Thomas Page to follow. Scoop. 5 minutes left. KX crawls for the cover. Advantage KX. And Thomas Page finally starting to move here. Again, now has to not only tie it up, but again has to pick up another pinfall. He is down by 1, and he could be down by 2 here. Thomas Page falling far behind here. 2-point advantage to KX. But don't count Thomas Page out yet. Look at this. Taking his opponent to the top rope. Huge arm drag from the top. Goes for the cover. Referee counts 3. 1-point advantage to KX. This is getting sickening. This is getting sickening. Thomas Page. You see the frustration starting to come out through as he leaps to the top. Drops that massive elbow. Looking to tie it up again. It's tied again. 18 pinfalls. And a huge release suplex. Man, he flew forever across that ring. Tied ball game, 3 minutes left. And another cover. The leg is hooked. KX takes another advantage. 10 for KX. Page stepping through, looking. Scorpion Deathlock looking for a submission. We are tied again. It is 10 pinfalls, or 10 points apiece on this one. 2.5 minutes left. The ash crack to the shoulder blade. Most devastating move in all of wrestling. Gives Maestro the advantage. And KX looking to take that advantage right back with 2 minutes left. Damn. Solid cover. Tied up again. The whipping over the top rope again. KX sending this one outside. 1.5 minutes. Just over 1.5 minutes left. Got me reaching for my breathing medications. Thomas Page needs to get this back in the ring. We are at a tie ball game. The next pinfall could be the end of this matchup. It has to happen inside the ring. Thomas Page needs to pull this one together because KX is in the best spot possible. Tied game. He's the champ. Doesn't matter that the time is running out. We have 1 minute left. Page with the right hand. Getting back inside the ring, Thomas. Maestro, you're going to lose it on stupidity. "40 seconds. And then he takes him outside the ring. Thomas Page with 35 seconds left. What is he doing? What is he doing? Hey, this dude in the audience, shut up, you fool. What do you mean now we're talking? We're talking the world title on the line, and these two are looking at it. Where is he going? He's running from him. KX is running. Running from Thomas Page. Ooh. And then celebrating at the top of the steel. Man. I don't believe we've heard the last from Thomas Page and KX. Wowzers. Yowzers. That is it for the wrestling action, man. Let's run through them. RWP picking it off. First match of the night. Prestige and Bud Marvelous picking up a victory in that tag matchup. New hardcore champion Tofik in that Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way. Morgan Quinn losing to Amaya. With the Blackwells picking up a victory over the Dago Zoo. Smoke Maximus fallen victim to Explosivo. And the Hero triumphant once again over the New End Nightmare. Connor Riley taking out the giant Adam Boone, stirring up more controversy over in the War Raiders camp. And coming to a count-out draw, 11-11 in this 30-minute Iron Man matchup. A bunch of bullshit that turned out to be. Let's move on to the next show. Take a look at this. Watch. Watch. Look at this. Watch. I just turned into David Blaine. Watch. 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 There it is. End of the week. You can see it. WrestleMania. We're going to do Wednesday night show, which is what you're looking at right there. Let's do this real quick. Oh, Jack Reason suffering an injury. Ooh, not a good time for that. Tofik, new hardcore champion. Thomas Page also suffering an injury, as well as KX. Everybody cleared to wrestle, but not a good time to do that. We are 1 week away from WrestleMania. 1 week out? Let's look at the power rankings going into it, man. Explosivo jumping to the top spot. Hell yeah. Looking good. El Monstro del Lago at number 2. Bud Marvelous moving to number 3 with James Coleman at number 4. Your new hardcore champion moving back up the ranks to staying in the top 5 with Connor Riley at number 6. The Hero moving back into number 7. Josh Blackwell moving up through at number 8. The Maestro at 9. Top 10 still in his grasp with Amaya at top 10. Win tonight helped her immensely. RWP at number 11. Grizz moving back through at number 12. El Demonio at 13 and Lilith at 14. Big Bad falling to 3/4 of the way. With the Women's World Champion Zoe Yuri at number 16. The Men's Champion at 17. Former Champion Chris Chaos at 18. The Good Reverend Ripper, the Intercontinental Champion at 19. Larry the Hippie holding on to the top 20. With Paige Ramirez, your honorable mention. Let's take a look at what might be, or what could be, Kenny Dell and Explosivo. I'm not opposed to that. Not opposed to that, but I don't know about that. I'm going to jot this down as we move along. That's a questionable one. Benny Bing Bong, Ramadan Steve, Prestige, and Torrance Benjamin. I'm sure we have better things to do with everybody in all of those situations. Thomas Page and El Monstro del Lago teaming up take on Griffin Reed. To be fair, Thomas Page has bigger fish to fry. No pun intended to El Monstro del Lago. Thomas Page is going to have much bigger things to do than worry about the tag team titles right now. Hinkledimers, Logan Hawk, and Connor Riley. We'll probably have a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere matchup, but it's probably not going to be all of those three. This seems like a weird matchup. The Tank, New End Nightmare, Malice, and Celtic Wolf. Probably not going to happen at all. Jack Reason and Alexia, Pandinas and Megalodon. Interesting combination. We might talk about that weirdo combo. Chris Chaos and Tophic. Chaos, you are not getting the hardcore title. It doesn't work that way. Tophic will be in action, of course, as your new hardcore champion. He will be in action. That title gets defended every show if we can help it. Random matchup. Random opponent. KX and the Good Reverend. We are not putting the world champion against the Intercontinental champion. That's dumb. Stop that. Stop thinking that's a thing. Zoe, Yuri, and Piper. We may throw that back on the fire to keep that storyline going as they have battled back and forth these last couple of weeks. Is that everything? I believe that's everything. 1 week out. AoK Championship Wrestling Season 5 coming up to the final days. Going forward, this is going to get intense. We will see Torrance Benjamin in action next week. Hell yeah. Got all kinds of good stuff already lined up as we get ever so close to what you see right there on the list on Monday. WrestleMania Sunday, baby. I'm lying to you. WrestleMania coming up Sunday night. We have one more show. We have one more go home episode. And that, my friends, will be the end of that. We will move into 2K25 1 week from Wednesday. I'm fucking pumped. Woo, yeah. Doyle. Yeah, Doyle rules. Anyway, that's all the time I'm putting into it. You guys make sure to follow each other. Make sure to take great care with the MWA as that all comes to a head. The 2K25 Corner Studies getting his rosters set, fourth rope titles all over the place. I Am Pooty getting our WCW Monday Nitro. I believe what is taking place tomorrow night instead of Nitro? What was it, Bash at the Beach? I'm wrong about that. I can't remember what Pooty said was going on. My apologies. Stampede. That's right. Great. That's right. Great American Stampede tomorrow night on I Am Pooty 227 for some WCW. Don't miss out on that. We will see you there. Myself, Corner Studies. I'm sure OTM will be in and out. Gaming Duelist, you guys all be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. And, of course, stay hydrated. Don't talk to the cops. And for God's sake, wash behind your ears. I'm the Ace of Knaves. And you guys have been awesome. I'll talk to you tomorrow night. Peace.